Hello, good morning students. So today we are going to learn about molecular formula. As the name suggests, it gives us formula. See, we know that atoms do not exist independently. They are incapable of independent existence. But molecule is a smallest particle only. So, see, molecule exists independently. They are capable of independent existence and they give all the properties of the substance. Molecules contains two or more chemically bonded atoms of the same or different type. If same type is there, then we call that formula molecular formula of an element. And if different type of atoms are bonded together, then we call that is molecular formula of a compound. Therefore, a molecule can be described in terms of the symbols and the number of atoms of the elements present in it. Okay. So, here is the definition of molecular formula. Read the molecular formula. Definition: a shorthand notation for the molecule of a substance in terms of symbols and the number of atoms of each element present in it is called its molecular formula. So it's very simple that it is a shorthand notation for the molecule of a substance. So in which we will use symbol and number of atoms. Like here you can see here that how you will write a molecular formula of an element. So you see here a molecule of an element contains atoms of the same kind. I told you that we call that molecular formula of an element. So this we will write here like this. First of all, you write the symbol of the element. Then write the number of atoms present in its molecule. As we know that hydrogen exists in H2 form. So a molecule of hydrogen contains 2 hydrogen atoms. So 2 we will write in the subscripts showing the atomicity of the element. You see here atomicity means what? We have read this in previous class that the number of atoms present in the molecule, that is atomicity. So you see here that H2, 2 subscript showing the atomicity of the element. We know that a molecule of hydrogen contains 2 hydrogen atoms. So we write, first of all we will write symbol H and in subscript you write 2. That means atomicity is 2. Now you see here molecular formula of some common elements. Helium, its atomicity is 1. So He. Oxygen, its atomicity is 2. So O2, here H2 is written which is wrong. O2, you will write O2 here. Now nitrogen, atomicity is 2, so you will write N2. Chlorine, 2. Cl2. These things you should remember. You have to remember that what is the atomicity of such type of element. Bromine, 2. Br2. Oxygen has atomicity 2 also and 3 also. So 3. Ozone. If 3 is there, that means that element is ozone. Then phosphorus, 4. And atomicity of sulfur is 8. So S8. This 2 is very important. Phosphorus and sulfur always ask in the examination that what is the atomicity of phosphorus. So you will write 4. And what is the atomicity of sulfur? So you will write 8. Now you see here that elements such as carbon, silicon, sodium, copper, iron, aluminium, silver, gold, these elements exist in a three-dimensional collection of atoms. So they do not exist as discrete molecules. Therefore, the molecular formula of these elements such as carbon, like metals like sodium, aluminium, gold, silver, are described by their symbols. Okay, we will not write their atomicity. We describe this by their symbols. Now we will see molecular formula of a compound. So the molecule of a compound contains atoms of the constituent elements in a fixed ratio. Means different elements it will contains in a fixed ratio. Okay. So atoms of various elements present in a molecule of a compound are in whole number. That is 1, 2, 3 like that. Now the molecular formula can be written as you can see here. First of all, these can be written by their symbols. Okay, first of all you should remember the symbol. Suppose if a question come that write the molecular formula of hydrogen chloride, then you should know that hydrogen, what is the symbol of hydrogen? H. And what is the symbol of chlorine? Cl. So a molecule of hydrogen chloride contains one atom each of hydrogen and chlorine. These things you should remember. Now second example, a molecule of water. What is the molecular formula of water? So we know that the molecular formula of water is H2O, contains 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Now what is the molecular formula of ammonium chloride? So the molecular formula of ammonium chloride is NH4Cl. So a molecule of ammonium chloride contains, as you can see here in the N1H4Cl1. So 1, you don't have to write 1. So just you simply write NH4Cl. So a molecule of ammonium chloride contains 1 atom of nitrogen, 4 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of chlorine. Okay, these are the molecular formulae of certain common compounds listed below. You see here, carbon dioxide, you know, CO2 contains 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms. Sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Then sugar, C12H22O11, contains 12 atoms of carbon, 22 atoms of hydrogen and 11 atoms of oxygen. Now potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4. So these are the molecular formula of compounds. Remember this. Learn all the molecular formula of compounds which is given in your book. Okay. Borax is very important, Na2B4O7. Now we will learn atomic structure. See, we know that atoms are the building blocks of matter. Atoms are too small, we cannot see this by our naked eye, so we see this by microscope. With the help of microscope, we can see atoms. So atoms were considered solid. We know that atoms are indivisible, right? We have learned that in the previous classes that atoms are indivisible. But later, some famous scientists have shown that atoms are made up of still smaller particles, means it can be divisible, and such particles they named electrons, protons and neutrons. So these are the subatomic particles. Means subatomic means what? Means atoms can be divided further in electrons, protons and neutrons. Now let's study this one by one. Electron means what? Electron is negatively charged particle. The negative charge possessed by an electron. Electron possess negative charge and is considered as 1 unit of negative charge. So mass of electron is about 1 by 1837 times that of a hydrogen atom. So the mass of an electron is negligible. As you can see here that it is about 1 by 1837 times that of a hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom is a very small atom, and mass of electron is, you see here, 1 by 1837 times. So that means the mass of an electron is negligible. Now proton. Proton is a positively charged particles. So proton possess positive charge and is considered as 1 unit of positive charge. So the mass of proton is almost equal to that of hydrogen atom. So the proton is 1837 times heavier than an electron. It is heavier. So electron, you can see here, minus 1 unit, plus 1 unit, and neutron is electrically neutral, means no charge. As you see here, neutrons do not carry any electrical charge. So neutrons are electrically neutral. The mass of neutron is almost equal to that of a proton. Thus, the mass of neutron is taken as 1 atomic mass unit or 1 AMU. Okay. Now let's see structure of an atom. See, this model, the whole structure has been given by two scientists, that is Rutherford and Bohr. You will read this in standard 8 about this Rutherford experiment and Bohr's model of an atom. So now just remember that what is the structure of atom. So we see here. First of all, one atom means atom consists a positively charged core. We call that core nucleus. As you can see in the figure, this in the middle nucleus is there, which contains protons and neutrons. Okay, now the second point is almost the entire mass of an atom is concentrated in its nucleus. So nucleus contains entire mass of the atom. The nucleus consists of protons and neutrons. Okay. The nucleus of hydrogen atom, however, consists of only one proton. As you know that hydrogen having atomic number 1, that means one proton and one electron is there. Here in hydrogen, no neutron is there. Only one proton it consists. In an atom, the nucleus is surrounded by electrons moving around it in certain fixed orbits. See, everywhere electrons does not revolve. Okay, so in a certain fixed orbit, only electrons revolve. Like you can see here, K shell is there, L shell is there. That means in between K and L, nowhere electrons lie, right? So that is why it always revolve in a certain paths, in a certain fixed orbit, just as planets do revolve the sun in our solar system, right? Now an atom as a whole is electrically neutral, means number of protons and number of electrons are same. That means, see, I gave you an example of hydrogen. Hydrogen having one electron and one proton. That means positive and negatively charged particles are same. That means whole atom is electrically neutral. Okay. Now the orbits of electrons, orbits, we name these orbits K, L, M and N. So starting from the innermost shell of electrons, you will learn about this distribution of electrons in your higher classes. Okay, see, K shell having lower energy. These things you will learn in the higher classes. So these are the four shells. You should remember this. You should remember only that electrons revolve in certain fixed orbits, and nucleus is in the center. It is positively charged core. We call this nucleus. Entire mass is concentrated in its nucleus, like that. Okay, now you see here solar system. So an atom also considered as a miniature of solar system. Like planets revolve around the sun, like that only electrons revolve around nucleus. Okay, what are subatomic particles? So the all particles which reside inside the atom, I told you that they called subatomic or fundamental particles. Now atomic number. Just see here atomic number. Very simple, that atomic number of an element is equal to the number of protons present inside the nucleus of its atom. Okay, so atomic number is equal to, you see, number of protons inside the nucleus of an atom of that element. This is the atomic number. So atomic number is number of protons. If any number of protons is given, that means that is your atomic number. Now mass number. Mass number, you see, the mass number of the atom of an element is denoted by A. First of all, atomic number is denoted by Z. So mass number is denoted by A. So the mass number of the atom of an element is equal to the sum of number of protons and number of neutrons present in the nucleus. So mass number A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. As you can see here, example, you see, symbol is there, symbol of an atom is there. In the subscript you can see atomic number is given, right, and mass number. So in the down Z is there, means whenever an element is written, suppose Na is written in place of X, then whatever number is written in the down, that is your atomic number, and in the up, that is your mass number. Okay. The number of protons inside the nucleus of an atom is equal to the atomic number of that element. So you see here, mass number is equal to atomic number of the element plus number of neutrons inside the nucleus. So you can write like this, right? What is written over here? See, mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. So in place of number of protons, you will write atomic number also. As you know that number of protons is equal to atomic number. Okay. So now how you will find this number of electrons, protons and neutrons in an atom? You see here, for an atom, number of electrons is equal to number of protons. As atom is electrically neutral, so number of protons is equal to number of electrons. And you know that number of protons is equal to atomic number. And atomic number is in the down of any element. It's written in the down of any element. So for an atom, number of electrons is equal to atomic number. We can write also. So mass number is equal to also, you know, that number of protons plus number of neutrons. Now you solve this type of question. Like you can see here, He in the down, subscript 2, up 4. 2 is atomic number and 4 is mass number. So from here, atomic number is 2. That means number of electrons and number of protons is 2. So you can see here, number of electrons and number of protons is 2. And what about neutrons? So number of neutrons you can find out by this formula, mass number. Number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus number of protons. So mass number is here, in helium mass number is 4 and minus number of protons, that is 2. So 4 minus 2, that is 2. Like that you will find out the value of mass number, atomic number, number of protons, number of neutrons and number of electrons by seeing the symbol. And in the question they will mention the atomic number and mass number. So solve all the questions in your assignment. Thank you. If you have any problem, you comment in the comment box. I will try to solve that problem in the next video. So thank you. Study well.